casually strolled into that high-rise building strapped with an AR-15 style rifle. He then went inside, where he shot and killed that police officer and two other people in the lobby before heading to the elevator. A woman stepped off. He chillingly allowed her to walk away. He then went to the 33rd floor, home of Rudin Management, where he shot and killed another person before shooting himself in the chest.
He shot himself and took his own life, shot himself in the chest of what appears to have been that he wanted to preserve his brain for a reason of research.
The Office of New York City's chief medical examiner said today that it will examine the gunman's brain as part of the autopsy. The New York City Police Commissioner also says they are questioning an associate of the gunman who helped him get that rifle.
The weapon used, an AR-15 style assault rifle, was assembled by Mr. Tamura using a lower receiver purchased by an associate. We have located that associate and others, and will be questioning him about that purchase.
Still so many unanswered questions tonight. I want to bring in Kaz Daughtry, New York City's Deputy Mayor for Public Safety. Deputy Mayor, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You and I were talking during commercial. It has been a busy few hours. What else have we learned about the suspect?
Well, like you know, I think the commissioner stated that they have located an individual that has purchased the receiver portion, which is the lower portion of the weapon. It appears to be either a friend or a coworker. And that person is going to be spoken to by the investigators, and that's the NYPD detectives. And also, as they heard the mayor earlier today say that the mayor and the commissioner sent detectives down to Las Vegas to assist with the search warrant and actually interviews. So that's where we're at right now.
The mayor said the suspect was trying to target the NFL. He did not make it to that floor. But is there a definitive motive as of now?
Right now, this is what it appears to be. That's where the investigation is kind of leading. And remember, this is still early. This only happened a couple of hours ago. So this is still in its infancy stages.
Of course.
And it seems like he had got up to the wrong bank of elevators to get up to the NFL headquarters. And as you mentioned earlier, that the individual did have, he left behind 3-page note. And on the note, it had some referred to CTE, which is, as you know, which is associated with the NFL injuries to the brain.
Did you see that letter? Do we know what else it contained?
And that is part, I did see the letter, and that's part of the investigation. Not going to go into specific in the letter, but it referenced a lot of CTE facts to it.
I have to ask you about the NYPD officer who lost his life. I understand you were at the hospital. You met with the family. His wife is 8 months pregnant. He leaves behind 2 younger children. You were also there when his father learned the news of his son dying. Tell me what you saw, what you heard.
I mean, just gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching. When the mayor, myself, and the police commissioner who went to visit the dad and his family is inside like there was a room in the hospital for the family. And just to see the pain on that father's face, and he was speaking in his native language, and there was a translator, and he was telling the mayor that he's my only son, that they're expecting a baby in a couple of months, and he was screaming that he's my only child, he's my only son. And then, you know, they were trying to calm him down. He was having a heart pain, and the doctors came in to rush. They rushed in and they put him in a wheelchair, and they took him away. And as they were taking him away, he looked at the mayor and in the room. And he said that this is what he loved to do. He loved to do this, and this officer's a hero.
Yeah.
Prime example of, you know, came here, migrated to this country, did everything right, and, you know, wanted to serve the city, and he did it admirably.
And we're also hearing that his wife, Officer Islam's wife, may be having complications with the pregnancy now.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Obviously, you know, she was concerned, and she has, you know, she is pregnant. From what I was told, that everything seems to be okay with the baby and her right now. But we've got to keep her calm. But it's hard to do in this difficult situation.
He is a hero. I want to go back to that woman who walked off the elevator when the suspect was getting on, and he simply allowed her to walk away. Do we know anything more? She's a witness. Was she interviewed? What did she see?
Yeah, the detective bureau they have spoken with her. I'm not going to go into the logistics of the details of the investigation. However, maybe it was an angel, an act of God. I'm not sure, but we are very grateful. We don't know what was inside of the suspect's head, allowing her to leave, but we're happy that he did.
Where does this investigation go next, Deputy Mayor?
This is still in its infancy stages. You've got to remember, you got the NYPD, you got the Las Vegas Police Department, you have our federal partners as well. This is still ongoing, and we're just gonna, wherever the investigation takes the officers, the detectives, that's where it's going to go.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.